Hello, and welcome back to video 12 of my RimWorld tutorial video series. We have a lot to do today. I want to really get stone production up and running. We're going to get another windmill going. We want to prepare for this fifth colonist, which once the Yana becomes recruited, we'll probably turn this into their bedroom, so we don't have to worry about that, but does mean we want to get at least a prison or hospital up and running for the next raid, because we are on a high difficulty, so we're already experiencing a lot more raids than if you had maybe started on a less difficult setting. So if this looks a little bit more intense than your usual playthroughs, it's just because we're on a little bit more difficult setting. But let's get right into it. So I'm just going to have it go, and we are going to set up. I did change a little bit. I added some planning for the walls that we're going to make here. We're going to double wall it here because we want to make the hospital out of marble, but we're probably going to make the prison out of granite, just so it's harder to break out of or break into. If sometimes if you have prisoners, the faction that you have captured them from will try to raid and break them out of jail. So if that's the case, then you want to make sure it's made out of a strong material. So we're going to want to do that. We're also going to want to make, like I said, I'm going to build copy. I'm going to make a second one here. Just like that. And we'll make another growing zone. Let me look at that real quick. So we're just going to make a growing zone in this same square. And we're not going to sew it, but we are going to set that to cut. Yeah, so that's all looking good. And we want to make, the whole reason we did that was to make a light in here so that Yana has a light. And that should be good. Bog is now our constructor and they can now handle a windmill because they got up to 4 in construction, which is good. So they can handle most of the things that we're going to do. And we're building the second windmill because we're going to need a second AC in here as soon as possible to keep this nice and below freezing, so that our stuff doesn't go cold. But as you can see, if we're relying on just one windmill, it's not enough reliable power to keep this frozen day round. So this will eventually start to spoil. So if that's the case, we want to start making more meals, I think. I think we'll crack this up to 32. Remember, I put them in multiples of 4 just for the sake of ease when they're trying to do it. So otherwise you'll get kind of excess and kind of get off a little bit. You can redo it when you have 16. No, let's make that 12. Details, unpause when you have 12. Okay. So let's keep going. Once Bog constructs all the things that they need to construct, hopefully then they will get to some stone cutting. We do have Bog set up to be our crafter. Stone cutting is crafting, and unfortunately it does not increase your crafting skill. So your crafting skill does determine dead alpaca. Oh, it must have started rotting. Your crafting skill won't go up with stone cutting, but your crafting skill will determine how quickly you stone cut. So, it's good to put someone on stone cutting if they have a little bit of crafting skill, just because they'll get it done a little faster. But you probably don't want your main crafter being stone cutting all the time, because they're not going to gain experience in it. But that's just kind of something you can, whatever your needs determine. Okay, we're gonna do some more hunting. Also, thank you to John Price, who asked the question of, you've been ignoring kind of the rats and the hares that are on the map. The small animals are actually really hard to hit, and especially with our people that are pretty bad at shooting. I don't want them spending all this time trying to hunt rats or hares or raccoons, because the amount of resources, the meat and the fur, leather that we get from those animals is not really worth it, in my opinion. Let's do some hunting of... Ooh, muffalo would be good, but I don't like the horde coming after me, so let's do some wild boar. The other thing I would not hunt ever is boomalope, because they explode when... boomalope are an interesting animal. They give off chem fuel as, like, instead of milk. You can milk them for chem fuel, which is like the gasoline of the game. And boomalope are cool, good animals to tame so that you have a resource of chem fuel, which is really good, especially mid-game and late game, to have a lot of chem fuel. But if you kill them, if they die, they blow up in a fiery explosion. So especially if you're on the temperate forest, this can lead to huge forest fires. And our whole base is wooden, so I definitely do not want to kill a boomalope. But you can hunt them in the rain. They'll still blow up and cause fire, but the rain will quickly put the fire out. And the same thing with boom rats, but you can't milk boom rats for chem fuel. So really, there's no reason to tame boom rats other than to have... You can always make swarms of animals to be your, like, attack swarm and cause chaos to your enemies. So that's always a thing. But other than that, don't mess with boomalopes or boom rats. So we're gonna get the hunting going, and then hopefully that'll lead to a little bit more. Hopefully that will lead to a bit more of meat and materials, because we want to start making some clothing, better clothing for our colonists. And we want to keep the meat going so that we have enough to make all the meals. We need a lot of hauling going on. Let me just look real quick. Tova's master, you're all good. You have an awful bedroom. Yeah, we'll try to fix that up. We got to get some art going, but our artist is Maxie, and it's ways more important to have some meals set. So we'll get these meals set up, and then hopefully she'll have some time to do some art. Oh, ancient danger. So this happens whenever your colonist travels near the ancient danger. Again, I'll do pretty soon, once we get these people all kitted up, and once we get our 5th person, we can maybe take on the ancient danger. Oh no, Bog is really upset, went on a sad wander, because he has an awful bedroom. But probably also he's frustrated because he's a transhumanist, he's uncomfortable, he's out in the dark. Ugh, just not great. Oh, we forgot to set his schedule up, right? Yeah, so anytime you recruit someone, you have to remember to set their schedule up. He's going to be sad wandering. Hopefully we do not get raided during this time. And I'm going to get Guillermo. Where is Guillermo? What are you up to? Researching. Yeah, I want you to research, but first, haul in this guy. And we don't want the butchering to go in unlimited. We want to keep people in here. And your simple meals again. Keep that going. Yeah, so we want to really get this stone cutting up. So hopefully the Bog built that second one. Great. Now we just have to connect it. I don't always like connecting power generator to power generator. I like to have redundancies. So do want to get this over there, but I'm worried that we don't have enough steel at the moment. I know there's some steel on the map. Yeah, there's some steel on the map over there. But I know Bog is mentally broken, so we won't be getting the benefit of this for a little bit. But maybe we can boost now Inessa's. Go back to constructing Inessa. I'm going to move you lower off of growing. We want Inessa to be doing the growing. And we want Maxie to focus on art. So for right now, our art can be I usually like to make large sculptures out of marble. That seems to be the best use of art, but we'll make some large sculptures out of wood, and we'll make sure to cut plenty of wood. So even more wood chopping. Oop. Chop wood. Good. Yeah, as close to around the base as possible. So they'll get around to it when they can. So Maxie's gonna warden, then she's gonna cook, then she's gonna do art, and then she will grow. Inessa is gonna warden, then she's gonna hunt, then she's gonna construct and then grow. Let's move you. We want you to still hunt, but I don't think we have anything to hunt anymore. We killed all those 4. Great. So that's fine. So we want to put you... We want to make sure you're... Let's construct and then grow. Okay, yeah. You're good, and then you're crafting. Come on, Bog. Break out of it. Good, Inessa's in there. Bog's visiting a random prisoner. Alright, let's get this going. I really want to get that solar panel up. That will really take a lot of our... No longer wandering in Saturn is great. That'll take a lot of our power anxiety out of the equation if we get solar panels up, because they produce a consistent amount of power during the day, and then they don't during night. But at night, people aren't usually using electronic devices, and your batteries can handle the lights and stuff that you need. So hopefully soon we'll get that. Guillermo, I want you to be researching, but before that, let's do some hauling before you do researching, because... Where are you going? Going for a walk, okay. Do we need more... Oh, I don't like this bear being so close. Do we need more, recreation going? Let's see what we have the ability to use. Okay, so we can do poker table, but we need cloth. That requires growing cotton. We might want to start thinking about getting some cotton in, so let me get a growing zone here. This will be a bit before we can do it. Let's expand it a little bit. And let me look at the... No point growing there for right now. Let's have you do cotton. It doesn't require a skill. That's good. And yeah. All right. Now that Bog is no longer broken, we can move Inessa off of construction. And hopefully she will be hunting and growing, and that's it. And Yana should be really close to joining us. Okay, great. The next time they're talked to, their resistance will break, and then recruitment chances will begin in earnest. And these are frozen. Good. So we got good. See, look, now we're getting good, some good... Ooh, really want to chop this wood. So, Inessa, after you're done feeding a simple meal, I want you to cut all this so we can get our batteries up. And we want to probably make a second battery soon. All these people not taking their stuff with them after they do it. Hopefully we'll get Guillermo to do a lot of that hauling. What are you doing? Okay. Ooh. Are you making... Oops. You're making steel and stuff. I want you to only make wood. There you go, Maxie. Only make wood. Do not make a steel sculpture. We need that steel for other things. Yeah, but that's a good way to kind of... You normally can't haul, but if she started a task that requires hauling some stuff... What are you doing? Why are you making steel for the sculpture? Turned off steel. I am going to... I don't know why a Maxie is being weird like this. Anytime a pawn starts acting weird, just draft them and undraft them. And they will usually go back to what you think they should be doing. Okay, good. So this is all Look at this. Harvest that. Yeah, harvest any of these berries around that can be harvested. We might gang up on this bear, because once it gets hungry, the nearest animals around here are humans and our horse. So, yeah, in the morning we might hunt this bear. Yeah, your food's okay for now, but we really do not want. We're gonna I'm gonna try to show you a technique when you're hunting something, or something's gone manhunter, where you can usually, oh great, Inessa's on a food binge. That's not great for our limited food supply, but okay. She's just gonna eat a whole bunch. This is a common thing if you have the gourmand trait, but it's also just a coping mechanism for people that are in bad moods. And see, we gotta get that heater up. Is that the heater? Yeah. What do we still need for this? A component? We got plenty of components. Yeah. Hopefully Bog will get that going. Does that require construction level 5, so Inessa actually has to make it. So she is gonna make it. Let's make it now before you go to sleep. Oh no, she's broken, I forgot. Okay. We really want to get this rice in. Luckily she made enough meals before she went on the break. She can have her fill, and then, oh man, she's eating so many. She can have her fill, and then hopefully that'll be the end of it. I'm gonna want to make this recreation and dining room bigger. So I might actually, plan that out a little bit. Ooh, fire, crap. Okay, so you can see how we fight fires again. Gonna make a little break line here where we have, hopefully there's not a lot of plants, so it shouldn't jump. I think it can jump up to 3 squares away, but hopefully it'll just, good, it burned itself out, so hopefully it won't come any further than this. Fires can happen from lightning strikes, a boomalope attack, all sorts of things can cause fires to start. Grizzly, see, this is what I didn't want. Grizzly bear is hunting Tova. Now, see, this is a good example. So it started hunting Tova, so it went it didn't go manhunter, but it went aggressive. And Maxie is set to respond aggressively, so she instantly got a shot off. But eventually that's going to revenge against us. Instead of hunting the bear, it's fleeing. Okay, so Maxie, let's try to just get you away. In general, if you have a bear or something hunting you or a animal that you own for food, the best way to undo that is have that thing, like have Tova go into a room that has a door and have the door shut. Once it's in an inaccessible spot, they should change what they're hunting and go for an easier meal. But if we did that here in this scenario, like it might go up and try to hunt these horses, but it could have very easily just tried to hunt then one of our colonists. So luckily, just one shot made it go fleeing, and it's actually, it's damaged enough to not be in any immediate danger, but it did hurt its movement a little bit. But it's really at full go. Is it still hunting? Ooh, it's about to consume this simple meal. So Inessa, ooh, can't do that. Maxie, oh, we don't want to get into this fight. We don't want to get into this fight. It's just not worry about that simple meal. Bog. You haul. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Bear gets a meal. Worse things have happened. Now it will not be as hungry. Whew. All right. Maybe Maybe we should stop with the deconstructing of some of these just to save time. I really want you to get to rock cutting there, Bog, since you have nothing else to do. Let's hopefully get you to... Ooh, can you now... Do you have 5 on construction? Nice. Cool, he went up quickly. See, this is the benefits of having a passion in something. So now that we have this going, it's by default set to 70, which is a considered a comfortable temperature. And you know, it's usually you need to be about 10 degrees away from that in order for a colonist to get unhappy. So if they sleep in something colder than 60 degrees or something warmer than 80 degrees, then they will be getting the slept in the cold or slept in the heat debuffs. So you just gotta watch it. It sometimes can sneak up on you. They've been sleeping in the heat probably for days, and I've only just noticed in the last couple. Here, we got a new quest. The yeoman of the Empire recently lost a scouting party to a pack of 7 man-hunting alpha beaters. She wants to draw the beast towards you to be killed. To uphold her honor, the alpha beaters will arrive in 13 hours after you accept. Well, I don't think we can take on those guys right now, but we can maybe build some traps in order to do that. But I care more about making some wood. Good. Now he's doing stone blocks. All right, he's doing granite first. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do granite first, and then maybe switch to marble in a bit. Oh, come on, Bog. You were just doing so well. Okay. You're putting the stone blocks here. No, I'm going to put I usually have a dump stocking pile around my workshop for stone chunks, for metal flag, and for where to put the blocks after they're under building. And it's... well, there's stone chunks, but then under building, and then... Is it... I always forget. Maybe it's raw. No, it's not raw. See, this, even I don't remember where all the things are. Where are the stone? What is building? I'm just not seeing it right now. Stone chunks. Stone blocks is what I'm looking for. Yep, stone blocks. It is raw resources. I thought so. Okay. That took me a while, but we want stone blocks in here, and we also gonna want metal, a spot for metal. Cool, we got a new recruit. Yana has joined us, so anytime you join, you gotta make sure to set their priorities and their work and stuff. Clear all. And this is where we're gonna have our, all this. I think we also have another spot for that too, but we're putting it there as well. We have plenty of spots. Yeah, I think we have a spot there. Whatever. Now we got plenty of spots to put all that stuff. And Yana has joined us, so let us go to the schedule. Let's do this. Oop. Recreation. Anything. And your work. Okay, what are you good at, Yana? I think you were... liked you because plants, yes. Plants. This is gonna be great. Plants, then animals, then crafting. Good, and artistic, all these things. Okay. So she just had the best art, but we're just having you cook. Do that. You can then also grow and plant. Okay, Yana. Do not need you to be the main doctor, but we'll have you assigned to it so we can have you do it. Do some spot doing it. We don't need you wardening. Let's have you handle, but we're going to have you grow mostly. Ooh, you're pretty good at mining. And art. we're going to have you grow and do art, and you will be our... I think Bog will end up being our main crafter, but we'll also have you be crafting if you finish that art. And yeah, but we want you to be doing all that planting. So make sure this is to sow, good. This is to sow, good. That's to sow. Get to it. Nice. Oh, look at that. See how fast she is? Because shows you what a high skill in something will do. She can just do this. And now we should maybe, for the sake of our colony, let's expand a lot of this. I'm going to expand the corn. Oh, actually, I made a new one. Expand this zone. I can never see it too clearly. Expand the zone. That's all going to be corn. And this is all rice. This is all potato. This is all cotton. Let's expand cotton to be here. Yep, all that's cotton. And gotta think ahead. So now she can plant anything. So she can do some really good stuff. We might even want to research Jebel Strand, which is it's a mushroom that you can grate that makes a great fabric. It grows so slowly, even in rich soil. So it's a really long-term thing, but you can sell it for a lot. But it also makes really high-quality clothing. And yeah, especially great for hot biomes as well. So let's just think about what else we can grow here now that we have a dedicated farmer. So we're definitely putting something in here. Shrink zone here. All right. I'm going to put in... Yeah, why not? Let's put in some psychoid. Well, we can either sell it. It's a lot. We don't need that much. Let's shrink this. We can sell it, but we can eventually process for psychite tea and other drugs, and that we can sell even more. So yeah, let's just have that, and I want to expand this zone up like that. Oop, whatever, delete. Whatever. Look at that. Getting our... Alright, so we didn't get what we wanted done today. We did not get much stone building up and going. We have 75 granite, so we can start a bit with our prison. I'm just going to sketch that out now. Prison, granite walls. We're also going to want to make this... This is going to be our first building. I don't know why we're prioritizing a prison, but this could be a makeshift hospital too. You know, if we don't have any prisoners, we can instantly change it back to being a, you know, that. I'm going to get rid of this growing zone. I'm just going to say, yeah, those bushes will get made when they made. Also, on a prison, you want a granite door, because when they prison break, they'll try to break down the door, and if you have a granite door, it'll be that much more time that you have to respond. Because it's all about timing with this game. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. But thank you for joining me for this video. I know as we get here now, it's really just kind of what pops up and what our colony is good at and what can we start doing with our time. So I'll keep continuing this series for a little bit, but I'm going to have more specialized, I think, videos in the future. So we'll do a video on mods. That'll be a special one. And then I might show you some of my other colonies that I have on my like private games and show you kind of what you can do long-term, show you things you can think about for long-term planning and goals that you can get towards. Because that's another thing with these kinds of games, because it's kind of all up to you to determine, you know, your goal with the game. It can be a little bit like you have too many options. So where do you find the fun in that? So yeah, I'll do some more specialized videos, but my Let's Play series is now up and running. So hopefully you've been catching some of those videos, and I do encourage you to watch them and contribute to add suggestions or whatever you need. Whatever you would like to see in the game happen, we can definitely make it go, but it's they're off to a pretty funky start. Yeah, so join me for those videos, and stay tuned to this channel for more tutorials for RimWorld. But until then, good luck out there and have fun.